What up, y'all? The Jeff Wilson here. And here the other day, our friends over at Vevor hit us up asking what can make our life easier out here in our workshop. Well, they sent us a box right behind us. Now, what did Vevor end up sending us? They sent us an adjustable work table, which will definitely help me out because I've been having folding tables all over the place and I don't have just a good work area. Yeah, you watch me build that counter, but that's more for business purposes where I can interact with customers. But I need something out here in the YouTube portion where I can film these videos to make stuff a lot easier and on me and more better viewing for y'all as well. So we're gonna go through, cut this all open, and show y'all how to put this together. As you see, everything's all nicely packed off inside this box. I'm gonna get everything all spread out and show y'all step by step what we need to do. Now, as you see, there's actually not too many parts to this. All the parts are all labeled. Should make this fairly easy for us. All of our holes are pre-drilled. Let's get to work. Now, the very first thing we're going to do, we're going to get our side pieces for our legs, and then we're going to get these small Phillips head screwdrivers, and there's 3 screws on each one of these legs. We're going to just screw in. Now, I'm not going to fully tighten these down. I'm just going to loosely start these off because we're going to have some pieces that are going to bolt to that, and I don't want these so tight. Whenever I got to line these up, I have to unscrew them a little bit for the other pieces to fit. So we're just gonna, like I said, loosely start these. And once we get these other pieces bolted on, we'll come back and tighten all these down. Now for this next part, we're gonna take one of these long pieces, which is piece 7, set this on here, and we're gonna take these, which use an Allen key, loosely screw in these bolts to line them up. And actually, with me, luckily I didn't tighten these all the way down. I did have to push this leg in a little bit to get these holes lined up. So I'm gonna get these all just somewhat screwed in by hand tight and move on to the next. Now, if you come to the other side of the table, we got another piece over here, which is P4, which is a little shorter. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put this on here, put these ones that take the Allen, and get these loosely tightened in here, and come right back. Now that I have all these Allen head screws in here, I'm going to go through, tighten all of these up, and make sure everything's square. For the most part, it ain't gotta be exactly square on this because everything's pre-built, but I don't want, me with some of my OCD, I don't want stuff where I can tell it's way out of square. Just looking at this with this top being pre-drilled, not much play in any of this. We shouldn't have any issues with that. Like I said, you're gonna have 2 screws, 2 screws, or 4 screws, 4 screws, 2 screws, and 2 screws on these corners. Now that we got our main part screwed together all tight, it's now come back with more of these little screws. There's another 5 screws on each one of these. Now, since I have everything squared out, I can go ahead and tighten these all down and in the process come back and tighten them all the way down as well. That way everything's good and secure to this tabletop. Make sure not to over tighten these as well, because you don't want to strip them out. Now, as we continue on with this, next is going to be our legs. We're going to take these P5s right here, and all they do is slide in to where you want them. Then you got these push these on through, and little nuts on the back side. Simple as that. We're going to do this 3 more times and get back at you. Now for this next step, we actually got 2 different options for you. We got your wheels if you want this to roll around, or your standard dead leg. That way, once it's in there, you can sit there and level it fairly easy, and it's not going to be able to roll on you. Now, these casters do have locks on them. So, but it's up to you on which ones you put on there. I'm going with the wheels because I know I'm going to be rolling this all around the shop constantly. So, especially depending on what I'm working on at that time. All you gotta do is just screw it on in. Now, the very last thing we have to do is to install our power strip. Of course, all you do is just slide that through there. Get your last set of screws from packet F5 with your Phillips heads. And you'll just screw these on in. That's all it is. Look at that. I ain't got to bend down now to sit here and record these videos. Definitely going to make things a whole lot easier on myself. And good thing about this, rolls around easily, so it won't always constantly be in the way, and if it is, just takes one hand to push it out of the way. Now this is something I did forget to mention. It does have peg hole, so you can sit here and hang whatever on there, so you can hang stuff on this as well. Now thanks to everyone who stuck around to the end of this video. If you can, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to this channel, because I got another Vevor unboxing to do. But that's for the next video. Y'all take it easy.